Here in New York City, police say 100,000 people turned out at multiple marches. They report no arrests. There were more than 2,600 events from coast to coast. They are all part of the No Kings movement, which accuses the president of behaving more like a monarch than an elected official. CBS's Elise Preston in Los Angeles leads us off tonight. Elise.
Jerika, thousands have turned up here in downtown Los Angeles to express their fear and frustration with the administration. Their message: no monarchs in America.
I want to be able to tell my future children that I was here, that I stood on the right side of history.
The nationwide rallies are in response to what organizers call an abuse of power by President Trump, including his administration's crackdown on immigration and its threat to send the National Guard into cities, including Chicago and Portland.
The message is no kings. The message is...
Top Republicans have condemned the gatherings, calling them Hate America rallies.
A constitution, not a king. It's a rallying cry for protesters all across the United States. More than 2,500 events are being held under the banner of the No Kings movement. Demonstrators say they're fighting against the Trump administration's authoritarian policies. With his vast immigration crackdown, mass firing of federal workers, as well as attacks on political opponents, the media, and judicial independence, protesters have outlined a long list of grievances against the president.
He is dismantling every safeguard that we've had for our country and our democracy, and we need to do something. And everyone needs to be out in the streets and saying something, protesting, and putting an end to this, because it's not sustainable.
As many of you know, I am a native Washingtonian. I grew up here within the city boundaries. And when you grow up here, the affairs of the federal government are very much a part of your life. I remember well sitting on my father's shoulders and waving to astronauts as we, as a nation, celebrated their accomplishments back in 1964. In 1964, that was the first year my parents could vote for president as citizens of the District of Columbia. I remember well the Vietnam War. The mall was shoulder to shoulder, much as it is today. Traffic stopped citywide. The protest movement expanded. There were protests around the country, and the war was ended. We are protesting in the same fashion today.
Chicago.
Good morning and good to be with you. I'm Marissa Perlman. We have been following the No Kings protests that are happening nationwide and here at home. One of the biggest ones in our area happening right now in Grant Park. Mayor Brandon Johnson speaking. Let's listen in.
I'm calling on black people, white people, brown people, Asian people, immigrants, gay people from around this country to stand up against tyranny. And to send a clear message to the ultra-rich and big corporations, we are going to make them pay their fair share in taxes to fund our schools, to fund jobs, to fund healthcare, to fund transportation. Democracy will live on because of this generation. Are you ready to take it to the courts and to the streets? Cities around the world, we have declared that we will defend our
strategist and the co-founder of the Lincoln Project.
We say no kings, no dictators, free America! In the richest nation in the history of the world, our government is not providing health.
This is what democracy looks like.
Payment may result in a citation. Thank you for riding with us.
Depending on who you ask, it is the eve of freedom or the eve of terror. Just hours from now, thousands upon thousands will gather in the streets for the nationwide No Kings protests. Organizers say that they're speaking out against Donald Trump and his abuse of power. Republicans are framing it quite differently.
County. Our Wiley Jahari is in downtown with the latest.
Thousands of protesters took to the streets today in San Diego to participate in the No Kings March. And some of the protesters we spoke to tell us they're combating what they call an authoritarian government. From downtown San Diego to neighborhoods across the county, demonstrators filling the streets Saturday as part of the No Kings Day protests.
I am just trying to protect democracy. I've watched too many of my friends and family get, are scared of what's going on.
A large turnout at San Diego's waterfront park. Each protester voicing a message of their own.
Protesting the violation of court orders, the lack of respect for the rule of law, and I want to stand up also for our immigrant community. My family came here a couple generations ago from Italy. We're all immigrants.
Crowds marching through downtown, waving signs and chanting for change, protesting a range of policies from the Trump administration.
I'm coming to you from downtown Los Angeles, the biggest protest in Southern California here, No Kings Day. We have some major breaking news here. That is that this protest across the country in more than 2,600 communities has now reached more than 7 million people who've taken to the streets, making it the biggest protest.
Meanwhile, it's like deja vu. Today, millions are expected to hit the streets in all 50 states as part of the anti-Trump No Kings protests.
This comes months after widespread demonstrations on the day of
We want to show our support for democracy and for fighting what is right.
I think that the state of the world that we are in right now is really horrible. I want my rights back. I'm pissed off. I need Trump out of office. And yeah, no kings.